سنای ایالات متحده، گردهمایی در آستانه نوروز 1395 با حضور برجسته ترین سناتورهای آمریکا. محکومیت اعدام‌های فزاینده دیکتاتوری آخوندی، حمایت از مقاومت مردم ایران برای آزادی.
Distinguished guests, friends, and most importantly, the members of the Iranian resistance still imprisoned at Camp Liberty in Iraq. I would like to wish you all a happy Nowruz. I'm Brigadier General David Phillips, recently retired, and this is my 12th Nowruz celebration with the Iranian resistance. My first was in March 2004 at Camp Ashraf in Iraq. Amid the ruins of Iraq following the invasion, I found myself in a bastion of hope, prosperity, and a true desert oasis called Camp Ashraf. This group of dedicated and highly educated freedom fighters embraced the ideals of freedom and democracy and a hope for a non-nuclear Iran. We promised them safety, security, hope, and yet gave them nothing but misery, imprisonment, and death. Yes, we were complicit as a country in the death of several hundred unarmed men and women by walking away from our promises made in 2003 and 2004, which allowed for the slaughter. We told them they could sell their property if they relocated from their home of many decades at Camp Ashraf. Instead of selling it, we allowed it to be turned over to the Iraqi military, who were being led by Iranian Guards forces of the Quds Force, and had the entire facility looted. Nothing was sold. Those members of the resistance who were sanctioned by both the United Nations and the U.S. Department of State to remain behind at Camp Ashraf as caretakers of the former city were systematically murdered. These are not just an anonymous people at a place called Camp Liberty and that they have no impact on us. They are dedicated, educated men and women who ask for only one thing: freedom from a tyrannical regime. Let us remember whatever was believed would be gained by appeasing the Iranian regime was nothing more than a hopeless bad dream. There are many heroes in history who persevered through incredible hardships in fighting for freedom and democracy. I believe the foremost of which are those who are still doing so today, the heroes of the Iranian resistance. I respect them and am honored to say I personally served with the men and women of the Iranian resistance in the desert of Iraq. Also, I must mention a personal role model of mine, a magnificent leader who stands at the forefront of the fight against the mullah regime, who espouses democracy and gender equality. She is a woman who I personally know and respect. She will be revered in history as one of the foremost freedom fighters of all time, the phenomenal Madam Maryam Rajavi. So on this Nowruz, let us not forget the remaining members of the Iranian resistance still imprisoned in Iraq and demand that our country live up to the promises made over a decade ago. And to the members of the Iranian resistance and Madam Maryam Rajavi, next Nowruz, let's celebrate in Iran. Thank you.